the Call of Duty motto, man. You keep grinding away until you get better, or until you unlock a better kill streak.
I can't be arsed with that shit.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the GSC Podcast. I'm your host, Lauchi, and I'm joined by Gianni.
Hello.
Jamie C.
Hello.
And Gianni Spagnoli.
Hello.
Nice delayed reaction, dude. Does well for the running order and stuff, you know. Anyway, we'll start as we always do with what we've been playing this week. Usual order again. Johnny?
Oh, what have I been playing?
What have you been playing?
More
Good
Borderlands 2. Oh, shut up, Jaime. Soul Sacrifice. What else have I been playing? Wait, I think that's pretty much it. No, wait, that's a lie.
You've been playing Borderlands 2 without me. Hopefully on a new character then.
Yes.
I was going to say, man.
Yes.
That is going to completely screw up our playthrough if you're like,
No, I'm not. Just some more stuff. They've announced some more DLC. That's going to be free for Soul Sacrifice. That comes out tomorrow, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, it's like 2 extra bosses, or like extra missions, and an extra area, and another black rite where you sacrifice your brain.
What the hell? What's the downside to that one?
So you can't see your spells.
That's awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that looks fun.
And that's coming out tomorrow.
I read it on the PlayStation's Twitter feed that it said tomorrow.
Yeah.
So make sure you update your game to version 1.1. Well, 1.10 I think it is. Same thing.
Just update it.
Yeah, just update it. What else have I been playing? Not really much. I've got my Vita with me, so I'm going to be playing some more Metal Gear Solid. What's it called? Peace Walker. I need to finish that.
You do need to finish it, man. You've been chipping away at it for about a month now.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I want to make my mech. It's almost done. I just need like the head part now.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and a bit of Sinmura, because that was free on PSN Plus.
Cinemora, that's the shooter game, right?
It's a shmup, isn't it? Kind of.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot of fun. Nice graphics and a cool story.
What's the story like? Because I just assumed that game was literally just a shmup game, like no story, just move along, kill everything.
Well, you can skip the story, but the voice acting's pretty good. It's I plead ignorance. I don't know what the language is. Some sort of Eastern European.
Okay.
But, like the dub, but yeah, it seems pretty cool. I'm not that too far into it, but the characters seem likable. I'm not gonna hazard a guess what the story divulges into. But
All right, no worries, man.
yeah, it seems cool. I know it got good reviews when it came out, like last year, and I know people were mentioning the story was good.
All right, sweet, man.
So I'll be playing more of that. Yeah, so download that. That's free on PSN Plus.
Awesome. Sweet. Jamie, what have you been up to this week, dude?
I've been playing Donkey Kong Country Returns on the 3DS. That was happening for a little while, and then I kind of gave up on it.
What made you give up on it? Be honest.
Just it's not the difficulty, because it's not as hard as everybody made out. I think it's just that I've got no desire to complete it. Like, there's no drive for me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really bored of it. Like,
what?
It felt good at first, and I think I've seen people play the the Wii version. So the 3D conversion's really nice, and it does look good, and it holds up well on a handheld. But it's just, I say, I've got no drive, and maybe it's connected to when I was naming the big guns at Nintendo, and I kind of left him out. Maybe I just don't care about Donkey Kong enough.
No love for the DK, man.
I think that's what it is. Take that fucking tie off. You look silly, but I don't know.
Wow.
It's a bit awkward. There's this issue with the control system in that you have to press like down and the action button to slam the ground, or to the side and the action button to do a roly poly. And it's like, well, if you're if you're moving and then you try to stop to quickly do the down and slam the ground, and you might just fucking roll off a cliff. It's just like, just go away. I can't be bothered. So I got bored of that, and I started playing Kung Fu Rabbit, which is an eShop title on the Wii U, and I've just loved every minute of that one. Absolutely.
Kung Fu Rabbit.
It's under a $5. It's just like, it works in the same way Angry Birds will. It's like a set piece level, and you've got like 20 levels to a world, and you just keep going. And it's like a Super Meat Boy, but it's family friendly. Because one thing we got to take into account here this week is it's half term.
Yeah.
So I can't sit there playing my Grand Theft Auto with with a 5-year-old running around. So yeah, it's had to be colourful and shiny this week, and that's where Kung Fu Rabbit came in.
Oh. To go back to Donkey Kong, is that made by Retro Studios, the guys who made Metroid Prime, right?
They did the conversion, didn't they? Yeah.
Did they? Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know.
That's surprising. I thought it looked good. I wanted to get it, but
if you like Donkey Kong, then you're going to like it. But I just think I've never had a real connection to the character. Yeah, I've got more time. I'd rather play Diddy Kong Racing again than Donkey Kong Country. Yeah, I'd rather have, So I think that's kind of, maybe that's my limit with him. Sorry, I don't want to put it down because it still plays well.
I'm not a big fan of the Donkey Kong Country games at all. I love the Donkey Konga bongos, man.
Oh, see that, but that would have been good with any name on it. That worked really well.
Was that a download, Jay, or do you have the cartridge? Was that a download?
I had the cartridge. It's gone.
Oh, you got. Oh, yeah. What already?
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about what I traded in for it because then I'll have nothing to talk about next week. So.
All right then, fair enough.
I'm going to save those games for later. But yeah, no, it was gone. I just couldn't. I didn't want it gathering dust and losing value, so it's gone.
You traded it straight in?
I gave it 2 days of solid play, and then just went meh. I've got no drive to get to the end of this game now. I've done a couple of worlds. I just couldn't. CBA.
Fair enough, man. Yeah. Did you get up to anything else this week?
I went to watch Epic.
Oh no!
How was Epic?
It was.
Yeah.
It was a poor man's Fern Gully.
Oh, that trope again, man.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the same film.
Yeah, when you look at Fern Gully and you look at Last Samurai and Avatar and so on, it's the same fucking story over and over again. But this does a nice little twist on it, and it works okay. The narrative's quite poor, but it's a really nice film to look at. That's all we can really say. But Epic was directed by a guy called Chris Wedge, and his previous films were Robots and Ice Age 1. So I didn't really, that wasn't going to drive me anywhere. Well, and when I'm halfway through the film and Pitbull is suddenly voicing one of the characters, I would have... Going back to talking about fucking getting up and leaving a cinema, that was nearly enough. Just having Pitbull voicing a character in there.
He's not content with just ruining songs now. He just wants to ruin films. Bastard.
What's his connection? Why has he got to be there? Like, I get it. Like, there's a lot of celebrities in that film who aren't really connected with voice acting. Beyonce plays the Queen, but that's fine. You go, do you know what? She's got this new little baby who one day she's going to go, oh, your mummy was in a film. Your mummy was in an animated film that you can actually watch. Pitbull is not going to go chat up women by saying that he was in a fucking kids film, is he? I just don't. Why is he in?
How do you know Pitbull ain't got a family, man, and a wife?
Because he fucking dunks it on like a Tonga truck or whatever it
is. Oh man! So you don't recommend Epic then?
If you're going to watch anything based on a William Joyce book, make sure you see Rise of the Guardians.
Okay.
That's one of the best films of last year. So if you haven't seen that, and you were thinking about going and watch Epic, just save your money, buy the Rise of the Guardians DVD or Blu-ray, and just stay at home and watch a good film.
Okay.
Sound advice, man. Sound advice.
Good review.
Gianni.
Pitbull.
Yes.
Gianni, what have you been playing this week, dude?
Well, a lot has actually been covered. I played a bit of Sign same as Johnny, not going to go into that. Played a bit of Soul Sacrifice, still at the very beginning, so no point going into that. So, gone back down the retro lane, been playing some original MGS.
Nice. How far are you now, man?
Not much further than when I spoke to you last. Basically, just defeated the first time Revolver Ocelot.
Oh, yeah.
And just making my way back. So there's that. But then I've also had Need for Speed Most Wanted turn up on the Vita. Which,
Wow.
Yeah, that actually plays surprisingly well.
I heard that it plays well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm absolutely impressed, and it felt very similar to the Wii U version, just with dumbed down graphics.
But how are the graphics? Like, it still looks nice, right? Or...
Oh yeah. No, they still look great.
Because I think people forget that the
But
Vita is still a handheld. I think it gets judged quite harshly for its graphics sometimes.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't say the graphics are saying what I just said about the graphics. It probably sounds a bit harsher than it needs to. I don't see the graphics as a problem, but you can tell it's not a home console. You know, that's the whole point there. Obviously, it's going to be more polished on a home console than on the Vita, but the main point is gameplay. I mean, it's a typical. I mean, Jay, you know about it because you played it on the Wii U. Well, you got it on the Wii U. It's a typical Criterion game, so that's pleasantly surprising. For the price, what did I get? Just under £15. I think I'm going to enjoy picking that up every now and again and having a little play.
It's if you love your Burnout Paradise and you miss it, it's the closest you're going to get for now.
Yes,
it really is, and it's a good standalone title, isn't it? You can still make some comparison, but on its own right, it's still good.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. But I think that's it. Oh, and I started playing a bit more of Thomas Was Alone because I didn't get as far as Bended. But again, it's not something worth going too much into. We've already covered it. So
I don't know. How are you finding it so far? Because I fucking loved it, man. I beat that game in 2 sittings, I think. Mm-hmm. But that's only because it got really late the first time I downloaded it, and I fell asleep almost playing it, and then finished it off the next morning. And I was just like, that game was fucking great. Like, how far are you? Who have you met so far?
I've met Claire, or for people who have played it.
Spoilers.
And can't remember.
Well, Claire.
Well, it's been out long enough. Yeah. Basically, she's the big fat blue block who floats.
Who floats. It's a superpower, man.
Yeah, so I've done a couple of those. So I haven't got too far into it, I don't think. But I've got, 4 blocks, I think that one is. So, yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it. I love the fact they've all got their own names. They've all got their own pros and cons. Some of it's slower, some can jump higher, some are skinny, you know. So, as you said, Ben, you know, it's the most fun you're going to have with geometric shapes.
It totally is, man. I love how, like, you start, like, thinking of them with their personalities that are being described in the voiceover as well. Like, when you're controlling them along, like, you're controlling Claire, carrying them along, you're thinking, like, she's probably thinking that she's doing a good job here. Like, really, it's just a fucking blue square moving along, but...
But, yeah, I mean, some of the puzzles do make you think. I mean, maybe I'm just thick, but I did get stuck on one puzzle and I couldn't work out what I was doing wrong. And then I realised. So you do have to, like, it's not just, you know, stack them all up or whatever. You do have to think how you're going to get to the end with all the blocks. So, yeah, I think I'm really enjoying it. It's a game which I'm just picking up and then putting down as and when, because I've got other things to play. Like, I really want to get into Soul Sacrifice at the moment. So, but yeah, I'll come back to it. I'll play a bit more and have a little bit more fun.
Yeah, I just want to add, I really want you to get into Soul Sacrifice as well, because I haven't played that game online for about a week, and I'd really like to start getting some online going, man. So,
yes, please.
Yeah, well, I have the internet's getting installed. Actually, this can be cut. The internet's getting installed on Friday, so I'll hopefully be at a stage then where we can play online.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Well, as for me then, I haven't really played much this week at all. I wanted to play a lot more, but I've been really busy with other work that I have to do. I played some Black Ops 2 campaign. Good times.
How come? What?
At a friend's place, actually. He was playing it, and I decided I wanted to have a go. And that game sure is Call of Duty, man. Like, I don't know why that series gets so much hate. I mean, I know why that series gets so much hate, but I personally don't see it, man. For what it is, it's fine. Like, the campaigns in Call of Duty games are just like Michael Bay action movies. Like,
are you excited for Call of Duty Ghosts with those next-gen AI fish that move out of the way when you get close to them?
No, I'm
That's
not.
crazy.
I haven't been excited for a Call of Duty game since Modern Warfare 2 kind of let me down.
Yeah.
But that's just because I'm not a massive shooter fan. I mean, Call of Duty, for what it is really good, man. It's a solid game. The systems are all solid. It's the reason why all other games are trying to beat it. So I think the reason people hate it so much, though, and the reason I dislike it, is because it's making all other games sort of try and beat it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's stifling everyone's creativity.
But the struggle there that I would come back with is, could you honestly say that Battlefield isn't a better game?
To me, Battlefield is a better game, right?
Yeah, but I don't think Battlefield's trying to be Call of Duty at all.
Are you serious?
No,
Every
it
other
totally is.
sentence they say is like, we're going to be COD this year. Like, they want to be the next COD.
They do,
Yeah.
and Bad Company
But
2 was really good as well, though, before Battlefield 3. And Battlefield 3, some things in that game were noticeably influenced from Call of Duty. And Battlefield 4 is just looking to take that even further now.
Maybe just from playing the multiplayer, then I just felt I loved the squad-based idea in Battlefield, and I don't get any of that sense in Call of Duty. So.
Yeah, well, because Battlefield
play the
didn't
campaign,
just have
so
a
I don't-
story. Yeah, Battlefield 2 didn't have a campaign, right?
No,
The only
No,
reason
I
they
don't-
have the campaign is to go after the COD fanboys sort of thing.
that's a
And
bit of a
that
shame.
Battlefield 3 campaign was fucking terrible, man. That
But
was
let's
way worse
Look at the
than any
online,
Call
though.
of Duty.
The online for Battlefield 3, that's some of the most fun I've had.
Yeah, that was good. I do like the online in Battlefield, so I'm still interested in Battlefield 4. They're going to be showing multiplayer footage at E3 of Battlefield 4, so we'll see that, and I'm hoping it's going to be good. Because I will still get it. If it's good, I'll get it.
Oh, no, totally. I'm down for it still, but I'm hoping it's not as Call of Duty-like as I think it's going to be.
Yeah, because the single-player storyline looks very, hurrah.
Yeah. But no, outside of that, I played some Injustice. That game's all right.
We all did, didn't we? Yeah.
That game's Mortal Kombat. Yeah, we had a bit of a gathering on Saturday. Got a bit drunk and played some Injustice. Turns out Aquaman is fucking amazing in that game.
Ben was unbeaten, I believe.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
I got beat.
You
I got
lost,
beaten
didn't you?
eventually, but that's because you guys banned me from playing Aquaman.
Yeah. He is overpowered. It's how, man?
That's the
That
first
game
time I
fucking
played that game.
sucked.
Did you not like
Yeah.
it?
Oh, it's
It's
no.
awful.
It felt
It's
good
awful.
to me. But then again, did you guys like Mortal Kombat 9? That
I
just
hate
came out?
Mortal Kombat as a
Yeah,
brand,
I'm-
so that's
I-
the problem.
Yeah, and I loved Mortal Kombat 9. I still have it on my Vita installed, and I still play it from time to time. So
I see. I completed the story mode and then deleted it.
Get the fuck out of here.
yeah.
yeah,
The only
the
beat 'em
way
up
we
I enjoy is Street Fighter, so I can't.
Yeah, I'm a huge Street Fighter fan. I have Street Fighter X Tekken on my Vita, and that's fun. That's really good.
yeah, I picked that up on your word, and it is fun, man.
We should play some more of that, man.
We should. The thing is, it's not Street Fighter 4 good.
Yeah, it's
Like-
very true. It's not as tight, is it?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean it's fun, but it's not Street Fighter 4
That's
tight. Like, I love that Street Fighter 4 is so balanced.
Yeah, I love
Like,
Street Fighter.
especially in arcade edition, like that the balance tweaks and stuff in that game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ugh.
we should get that going, definitely.
Bloody
That's
well,
on
shit.
sale at the moment, I think, right?
Probably. My PS3's broke.
Oh yeah, damn. It's like £5 something. Jamie, what was the price on Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition at the moment?
It's
Oh, fine.
$5.99 until the 6th of June. So
£5.99 to the 6th.
provided this podcast makes it to the world before then.
I'm pretty sure.
You've
I'm pretty sure it will. But yeah, at that price, like for probably one of the most solid fighting games going, you can't really say no, man. I can't wait. I'm going to get back on it for sure.
It's the arcade edition, so I downloaded it, did a quick campaign run through as Evil Ryu, and yeah, it's great.
Nice. You have it, Jay.
I downloaded it when it went on sale, yeah, because I would have had Street Fighter 4 on the Xbox,
Crazy.
but now I'm focusing on
Nice.
the PlayStation 3. So yeah,
Have to get
$5.99.
it. Have
Do
to
it.
get
It's good stuff. Outside of that, I watched a Mass Effect film, right, called Mass Effect Paragon Lost. It's like an animated movie. And do you know what? I was pleasantly surprised, right? As a massive Mass Effect fan, I was picking it apart as I was watching it. No
Yeah,
doubt.
as a massive Mass Effect fan, do you want to tell them about your tweet?
Yeah, all right. So I was watching it, and like all the Marines had the Mattock rifles, right? The Mattock rifle is like a semi-auto rifle, so it fires in the game. It's like bang, 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 right? But in the film, they were like rapid fire, like, and I was like, that's not how it fires. Like, getting all uppity about it, right? But outside of my nerdgasms, right, it actually gave James Vega from Mass Effect 3 a solid backstory. Now, I hated Vega when I first started playing Mass Effect 3. I thought, like, who is this random dude bro that they've added? Like, I'm never going to use him, and I never did have him in my party at all. And now, after watching this and, like, seeing his backstory, he's actually a much more relatable character, so I immediately started a new playthrough on Mass Effect 3 where I could use Vega a lot.
Oh, cool.
So that's happening. That's going to happen, I guess, over the next few weeks. I'm not going to play it solidly.
Yeah. Nice.
Should be fun.
Lovely.
Awesome. And that's pretty much all I did this week. So,
Nice.
E3, guys.
Dun dun dun.
E3 is coming soon.
13 days.
13 days.
Let's do it.
13 days.
Do we know... Jamie, do you have the information up in front of you now?
Yeah. Shall I go through it?
Yeah, go through it, man.
Just first of all, I think then if we're going to be 13 days away now, next week, the week before E3, we're going to look at summarising, aren't we, and go back over our previous predictions.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll do that next week, and then the following week we'll do a special podcast to tie in with the conferences.
Well, something special will happen anyway.
Yeah, we'll do something big the week of E3 to tie in as the news breaks. So then, really this week then, before we start on the dream reveals and likely reveals, just want to go through that schedule.
Okay, cool. Let's sum it up.
Found the conference time. So Microsoft are going to be on first. They've got Monday at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. So over here, that's 5:30 in the evening.
Yep.
Not bad. You can do that one. That's perfect. EA will then follow. I'm just going to give the UK times because we don't care about their actual live times. But that's going to be 9 p.m. here on the Monday. The Ubisoft one will be 11 p.m. But the Sony one, we're looking at 2 a.m. for us. So Monday night going into Tuesday.
So there's a pretty good chance that at least Gianni and I will probably live stream that. And
Definitely.
I'm staying up for the Sony one. Yeah, definitely.
So we'll be getting that information live anyway.
Yep.
And then who do we have on the following day?
Right. Well, this is where Nintendo come in because they're not at E3, but they are holding a direct on the 11th of June, and that will be 3 p.m. UK time. So they're not going to be there, but they're just going to reveal everything on the Tuesday afternoon. So they're bringing Mario Kart, and Smash Bros. Definitely.
Okay, sweet. So is that the same day or not? No, Monday is when all the conferences.
So you've got Monday the 10th will be the conferences. Tuesday the 11th will be a Nintendo Direct, especially free one. So they're not there, but they're just going to crash the party anyway.
Okay, cool. Is there any other press conferences that we're looking at?
With the guys behind the Ouya console. Ouya. I've just read today that they're not going to have a table set up inside, but they're going to hold a 3-day event outside of the arena.
What, in the car park?
Yeah, it's going to be like...
Let us in.
That's going to be. I reckon it'll be a car boot sale because the console comes out at the end of June anyway. So I reckon they're just going to set up shop and start selling them.
It's going to wheel up in a van, just have it packed full.
Yeah, like they wouldn't let us in. So we're doing this.
So we've only got 3 press conferences then this year.
Well, that's 4 big ones there. I don't know if the others have been timed yet.
Nintendo are doing theirs, aren't they? Just doing a smaller one.
Well, no, it's going to be Nintendo Direct instead.
Direct. So it'll be pre-recorded. Really? Yeah.
Okay.
Tower is it's pre-recorded.
That's not too bad then. So then we've got 3 days of just show floor stuff.
Yeah.
So there's a good chance then that our podcast that week will probably see one happening on Tuesday, summing up the press conferences, and then maybe the possibility of a second one on the Thursday, summing up the event as a whole. I guess.
Yes.
Going through our predictions and our likely reveals and stuff, and seeing which ones came true.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Yeah, I'd love to do one on the 11th, like on the back of the Nintendo Direct, because then we've got every conference summed up. Yeah, definitely. Let's do it. Let's do 2.
Let's do it.
Let's do 2 that week.
Let's do 2. Why not?
Yeah.
We've been plugging E3 for a massive chunk of our podcasts for a few weeks now anyway, so it'd be a bit of a shame if we didn't.
do something special for it.
Yeah.
Well, whilst we're still on the subject of E3 then, and we're talking about summing up our reveals and stuff, let's move on to it. Jamie, you could go first. Dream reveal, man.
I thought if this is going to be the last dream reveal and likely reveal, I thought I'd just go quite out there this week.
Yeah.
So for my dream reveal, it's a game. It's called Space Cops, right? With a subtitle of The Life and Times of Garrus Vakarian. So I want the next Mass Effect to be like a crime detective action Garrus Vakarian LA Noire meets Batman game.
Okay.
Fucking crazy with it. I just want Garrus Vakarian as my main cast member. I want to control him. I want to be him. And I want to solve crimes. I want to punch people in the face. And I want to be a badass. I just want it to be fun.
I can hear Johnny starting to giggle, right? I'm nursing a semi over that idea, to be honest. That would be amazing.
Without even trying, yeah.
Garrus is far and away the best character in the Mass Effect series.
He is.
That is true. He is the best character.
He deserves his own.
Yeah.
He really does. He's
That'd be
awesome.
cool.
We can talk Mass Effect 3 spoilers at this point, right?
Sure.
Yeah. At the end of the game, when my Shepard was talking to Garrus, and Garrus was like, if I die before you, I'll have a drink waiting for you on the other side and stuff, man. I was like, manly tears, man. We're gonna do this, bro. Like,
Yeah, he's a good character.
no, that
Nice.
sounds amazing, man. Because Garrus is basically Space Batman, right? When you find him in Mass Effect 2, so why not?
He is Spaceman.
I'm Garrus Vakarian, and this is my favourite spot on the podcast.
Fucking love it. Sweet, man. That's an amazing dream reveal. It's going to put the others to shame, I think. What's your likely reveal, man?
Crackdown 3.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I
Crackdown
think so.
3.
As long as it's more like Crackdown 1, because Crackdown 2 was a disappointment, but Crackdown 1 was a lot of fun.
Who owns that IP? Because after they made that game, wait, no, that was the Crackdown 1 team that made that MMO game that died, right?
I don't know. Crackdown is Ruffian Studios, Microsoft Studios, isn't it?
Yes.
I've got a reason for believing that we're going to see Crackdown 3, but I want to talk about that in a bit when we do our big focus on Xbox One.
Okay.
So
Okay,
for
cool.
now, I just want to say Crackdown 3 is a likely reveal, but I'm going to tell you why when we do when we guess the 8 IPs.
Basically, when we move on to topic of the week. So that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, Dan.
Okay.
But Crackdown, yeah, Johnny's right. Crackdown 1 was brilliant.
It was.
It was a good idea at the time. I put a lot of hours into Crackdown 1, but Crackdown 2 just didn't hold me.
Crackdown 1 was a lovely surprise. I bought that game for the Halo 3 beta to play. Like, I was thinking, well, Crackdown's probably going to be shit, but I'll at least enjoy the Halo 3 beta whilst it's on. Turns out Crackdown was a really fun, super-powered GTA game.
Yeah.
It stopped me from getting a job at the time. When Crackdown 1 came out, I was in between jobs, shall we say, and just delayed that by another 2 weeks because Crackdown was so good. Fuck it, why not?
But Crackdown 2, though, I didn't enjoy as much, mainly because of the whole focus on like zombie mutation things rather than...
Yeah, I just want thug life, yeah. I think Crackdown 2 I might have enjoyed more if we maybe bumped up to 4 players, but I only ever played 2-player tops.
I see, yeah. That's true.
Okay, cool. Alright, Johnny, what's your dream reveal, man?
My dream reveal is quite boring, but I think it could happen. FF Type 0, a Vita version. That's what I hope gets revealed.
Okay, cool.
FF
So,
Type 0, yeah.
Vita version of Type 0.
Yeah, well, recently they just, in Japan, they trademarked Agito again. And I reckon they might do like a HD Vita PS3 version.
So Final Fantasy Type 0 Agito for the Vita, yeah?
Yeah, I reckon that that's a dream reveal. I hope it is, because I've been watching some more videos of Type 0. It does look so much, it just looks really good, so much fun.
It does, man.
Yeah, I like the darker style for it as well. Have you seen the beginning opening, any of you guys? The CGI opening cutscene for Type 0?
Yeah, I have, yeah. But it was a while back.
Yeah, like with the Chocobo like dying on the floor, covered in blood, and the other guy's like with it.
Is it the one that
Seriously.
looks a little bit like World War II, where you see like
Yeah.
soldiers moving over and so yeah, that looks epic, man.
Yeah, and I think the general gist of the game is you play as like 13 different characters.
Well, it's a
Or,
class, isn't it? You're like
yeah,
students
you
at an academy.
Exactly, and they each have like different abilities. And I've been watching some gameplay because there's some like Let's Plays on YouTube, and I've been watching like just like the first couple. It just looks like a lot of fun. My sort of game. I really want to try it, and I think a Vita version would just be perfect.
What kills
Stuff like
it?
some-
It looks like it's got a hybrid of the Crisis Core and Final Fantasy 13 battle systems,
Yeah, it's true. That's what it looks like.
which looks better than either of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I'm down for it, man. If they want to announce it, that would be a really good dream reveal as well. Not quite as
Yeah.
good as Gareth Space Batman, but
No,
It's
no,
up
it
there,
wouldn't be as
man.
good as that.
Space Cops, man. Life and Times of Gareth Vakarian.
I like it.
okay,
But
sweet.
yeah.
And what's your likely reveal this week, man?
Likely reveal is Kingdom Hearts 3.
You reckon we're actually finally going to get
I
it?
think we're going to see it. If you now, game trailers have an excellent video called Timeline, and they've just done a Kingdom Hearts version. The video is like 52 minutes long, and it goes through the whole timeline, the whole story, the whole backstory of Kingdom Hearts. And on there, they said there's like a little message when you complete. Is it Dream Drop Distance was the most recent one?
Yep, the 3DS one.
There's a message right at the end when you complete that saying that they're going to revisit old worlds in completely redone graphics, and then expect a numbered one along those lines. So basically, we've had the HD Kingdom Hearts 1 and what was it? Chain of Memories on
Yes.
the PS3. So that was the old, revisiting the old world and redone graphics. So I reckon this is going to be the numbered one. This is going to be the next one. Kingdom Hearts 3. I think at E3 we're going to get it.
All right.
I think either PS3 or maybe PS4. I'm not too sure which console they'd reveal it for. But if it was PS4, I think that'll give a lot of people reason
to buy one.
to buy one. Yeah, if they can get that out, because there's a huge love for Kingdom Hearts still.
If they do announce it, I want them to be brutally honest with when it's going to come out, because I don't want the whole Final Fantasy versus 13 fiasco again with Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, that's the only problem with that, isn't it? Is that they're still making verses, and that's nowhere to be seen.
Ideally, I'd rather see a second Kingdom Hearts HD version, like Kingdom Hearts 2 HD, with maybe what's the cutscenes in this one? It's 358 over 2 days or whatever, right? The cutscenes on this one.
So you want to see the
cutscenes from the PSP one, yeah.
Birth by Sleep,
Birth by Sleep.
Then the Kingdom Hearts 2,
and then maybe we get the full Kingdom Hearts 3 game.
Yeah, I think that does make a lot of sense. But
I also want them to be consistent as well if they do a Kingdom Hearts 3, right? Sora looked a lot older at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2 than he did in Dream Drop Distance, even though Dream Drop Distance was supposed to be after it. Now, I know that there was a reason for that in that game, but...
why? What was the reason?
Well, like, in the cutscenes and stuff, some of them, Sora still looked old, like he did at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2. But in the actual gameplay itself, because you were in dreams, or whatever, inside each other's dreams...
Oh, is that
they were showing up in their Kingdom Hearts 1 forms. I don't want that to happen again. Like, I want character progression at this point. That was jarring, going back, even though it was a sequel, going back to those Kingdom Hearts 1 looking sprites, or 3D models rather. Yeah, like it was a bit jarring, I think, and it took me out of the experience. I didn't enjoy it as much as I did Birth by Sleep, that's for sure.
Yeah, Birth by Sleep was really good. I'll take a new Vita Kingdom Hearts, actually.
Oh, mate, I'd settle for Birth by Sleep being available on the PlayStation Store so that I can play it again.
Yeah, that was a really good game.
All right, awesome.
That was it, yeah.
Sweet. Gianni, what's your dream reveal for this week, dude?
Right, I've been racking my brains out, and I can't actually remember if I've mentioned this before. And it's a bit boring. It's a sequel, but Alan Wake 2. And it's a dream reveal because I've read they're not making it, and it's not coming out, which is a real shame because I really enjoyed the first one. But again, I'm still trying to think. I know we spoke about Alan Wake 2, or what they could have done, what they could do with it. But I can't remember if it was a dream reveal.
It
or
was
not.
your dream reveal.
It
Yeah,
was, wasn't it?
Because
Yeah,
you were talking
I-
about like Connect flashlights or 2-player flashlights or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't. So yeah,
You are the worst, Gianni.
I am the worst. Well, aside from that, right? Aside from that, I was thinking maybe something like
A new Viva
Valkyrie-
Pinata.
Oh man, I want to get the internet so I can actually relive what we've actually spoken about. I was thinking either Valkyria Chronicles. Now I know there was a second one on the PSP, but there hasn't been a third one announced, has there?
Yeah, third one's available on the PSP in Japan. It's been out for about a year and a half. I've been waiting patiently for it, but doesn't look like we're going to get it.
But I mean, that was always weird that it went from PS3 to the PSP, and then they've gone back there. But yeah, I'd like that released over here at some point. But
didn't so well over here, did it?
Which is a bloody shame because those games are fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. I love them both. I was so excited when I heard Valkyria 3 got announced, and then it was set during the war as well, so it was before the second game but taking place at the same time as the first. And I was like, well, that's cool because the second game was lighter in tone than the first, and I kind of liked the more gritty tone, even though gritty in an anime sense tone of the first game. So
one of the best animation styles ever. The watermark.
Yeah, it was
the same thing. Yeah.
Straight up watercolor anime cutscenes, man. It was
fantastic.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's part of the reason why I kept playing. But
that was lovely.
Yeah, so that would be nice, but I can't see that happening. Right, what was the other one I was thinking of? Still trying to make sure I don't make myself look like a complete and utter ass. But
oh no, you're fine.
I know you're fine, Gianni.
Right. Otherwise, I would like what I expect is going to come up.
Oh, so you're likely yeah?
Yeah. Huh?
Fucking Johnny. So this is your likely reveal, yeah?
Yeah, likely reveal
is.
Well, to be honest, it's a cop out because it's already been announced. But I think it's been announced. The new one in the Infamous series.
So it's a very likely reveal then. That's good.
Yeah. That has been announced, hasn't it?
Yeah, Second Son.
Yeah, we've seen videos.
Son, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's. I don't know. I've been struggling with these for weeks. Can't you tell?
You're cheating, Gianni. I'm not giving you a fucking point for that because it's already confirmed.
I know. What do you want? I can't think of a that we haven't already mentioned.
Oh my god.
You're funny, Gianni.
Oh, you mad guy. All right. My dream reveal. My dream reveal is that, fingers crossed, right? I guess it's not a likely reveal, it's a dream reveal. I want those other Tales games. I want those Tales games that are available in Japan at the moment. Now, I know we're getting Tales of Xillia, right? Or Exilia, or however you pronounce it.
Exilia, I think, yeah.
Exilia, right? But then there's Tales of Exilia 2 out in Japan as well. And there's Tales of Innocence R for the Vita available in Japan. Right? My dream reveal, I know it's not going to be in any of the press conferences, but just from the show floor, would be Namco Bandai saying, look, we are bringing those over. When you get Tales of Exilia later this year, you're also going to get Tales of Innocence R for the Vita, and then Tales of Exilia 2 after that. I want to play those games. The Tales games are probably my favorite RPG series at the moment. They've taken over from Final Fantasy. So
yeah, without a doubt, they really have. They've taken next gen RPGs and just run with it, haven't they? They've really done well with what they've. Man, Square Enix.
It's funny you say that, Ben, because I thought you were a big fan of the Star Ocean series as well.
I enjoy the Star Ocean games, right? Especially the ones that they did on the PSP. The sort of slightly improved versions of Star Ocean 1 and 2. I really enjoyed those.
Really? I never played it.
Yeah, they were really strong, especially the second one, Star Ocean: The Second Evolution for PSP was fantastic. and Star Ocean: The Last Hope as well. Even though the original version we got, the 360 version, had that abysmal voice acting.
Don't die.
Yeah. To the point where I couldn't play it anymore. Right.
Yeah, I stopped playing.
I had to quit playing it. The
I felt very
PS3
generic.
version. The PS3 version had Japanese audio with subtitles.
That alleviated most of the problems.
Yeah,
right there.
no, all of the problem. That game was fantastic. I completed it and stuff. It was really, really good fun. But yeah, it just doesn't compare to the Tales series, man. Vesperia
Tales.
kicked off really strong. Just recently finished Tales of Grace's F. That was fucking fantastic. They just keep going from strength to strength, and
So Exilia's going to be on PS3, right?
yep, Exilia's PS3.
I will be getting that.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. There's a pre-order edition out at the moment with an action figure, right?
Yeah, I don't want the action figure.
Yeah,
Toys.
meaningless crap.
Yeah.
Okay, and likely reveal. Likely reveal.
Drive Club for PlayStation 4.
I can't do that, Gianni. You already stole that thunder. I think we're gonna get an announcement to do with the new Metal Gear game.
Zeros and
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, I think they're gonna address. They were saying that the Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes are different parts of it.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be addressed in that, one might be like a prequel sort of thing to the other.
Well, yeah, they have
the actual game might be like the actual game. Which one's the one that comes first, Phantom Pain or Ground Zeroes?
Ground Zeroes is set just after Peace Walker, so that's the first one we're going to get. That's going to be a smaller game. It's going to be downloadable, I think, as well.
Okay, so they already confirmed that, yeah?
Yeah, we're going to see that first.
For fuck's sake! So I did do a Gianni anyway.
So you've just done a Gianni, yeah.
Awesome.
But talk about it more, because more
didn't know
people
that,
out there
yeah.
might not know. Yeah.
So I didn't hear that information, but that makes a lot of sense actually. So the Ground Zeroes is going to be a downloadable title that we might be able to get for sort of around £10 or something.
Well, I don't know, they didn't tell me the price, but but yeah, no, I think that's what they want to do. They want to break it up into two, and then both the games together will comprise Metal Gear Solid 5. I'm sure they do like a bundle when you get them both together. But yeah, they're doing it separate for some reason. But it better be cheaper, I'm hoping. But
Okay.
I'd quite like to see a MGS on the Vita.
Yeah, I'd love to see an MGS game on the Vita actually. That would be awesome.
Because Peace Walker was a lot of fun, and even Portable Ops, the first MGS outing for the PSP, was a lot of fun.
Well, I'm one of the few people that enjoyed Metal Gear Acid and Metal Gear Acid 2 as well.
I enjoyed Acid 2. I never played the first one. I played Acid 2, and I had the 3D glasses.
The 3D glasses to look at the models.
Look at yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I enjoyed Acid too. Wait, what are we on?
Oh, JB. Okay, so for a likely reveal then, a proper likely reveal, Resident Evil then, for the Vita and maybe for the 3DS, looking at a cross-platform one.
I like it.
Yeah, because Revelations did really well on the 3DS, so I expect there to be a new entry in the 3DS line, and they'd be silly not to make it cross-platform at this point. Even though the Vita's install base isn't that strong, it'll be easy to do. So, likely reveal a Resident Evil game on 3DS and Vita.
Nice, I like it. On that note, do you know the new Rayman game? Rayman, new one.
Rayman Legends, yeah.
They've just come up with the Vita. Woo! Nice.
Yeah, it's got confirmed bonus content, hasn't it? Like exclusive content.
Excellent, because Origins, is it Rayman Origins?
Mm-hmm.
That was really good on the Vita. Really enjoyed it. I still have that.
Well, I never actually played it on the Vita, I don't think.
It's coming out on PSN, on the PS Plus, Ben, so you can download it for free.
Really? When's that coming around? Next month? Or?
Yeah, exactly. So get on that. It's a lot of fun.
I'm quite looking forward to Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning next month as well.
Yeah, the demo was alright, wasn't it?
But I don't really remember playing through the demo actually, so I don't know what that says about the quality of what I actually played, but it looked a lot like Fable 1 to me. So
yeah, it's a little bit generic with the quests. Like you just sort of go to a town, collect all the quests, and then do the quests. But it's got its charm. I quite enjoyed the theme demo. I was really excited for it before I played the theme demo. But maybe, I'll try it for free. Just give it a go.
Yeah, well, some games I feel bad about getting for free, right? So, like, Thomas Was Alone, I feel bad that I played that for free. I feel like I should buy that game because I enjoyed it so much. So I might end up maybe picking that up on PC or something to make up for it. But this game, obviously the studio's dead, right? The studio died not long ago, it, like, imploded. So I don't really have to feel bad. Nobody's losing out on any money from me getting this for free. So it's like guilt-free.
Well, if you really want to do something nice, then it is currently on the Humble Bundle.
Oh, really?
The Thomas Was Alone, yeah?
Yep, Thomas Alone is a part of the current Humble Bundle, so you could just be really generous and put a bit of money in there instead.
Well, what's the average price of it at the moment?
It's running. You have to beat $5.43 or something like that at the moment, roughly. I was looking at it earlier, but
what games did you get with that?
I think I checked earlier.
Oh man, it's currently Awesome Naughts.
7 games, right?
Yeah, Hotline Miami's on there this month as well. But yeah, Thomas Was Alone. So if you do want to pick it up,
Inferno, Awesome Naughts, Capsize, Thomas Was Alone, and then you can get Hotline Miami and Proteus. They're and Dear Esther. That's
beat the average ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Nice. Awesome Naughts is a great game.
Well, I was trying to convince Jamie to pick up the Humble Bundle earlier so that we could get some Awesome Naughts going as a threesome, but...
Do it, Jay. Do it. Do it now.
We'll see if we can convince him.
We'll see.
Okay, cool. Well, moving swiftly on then. It's been a week. We've had a week to drink in the Xbox One rumours and information.
I still feel sick.
So... Let's go over what we've heard this week. What's been confirmed? What hasn't been confirmed? Does anyone want to start us off?
Achievements, was that one thing we got wrong? Well, we didn't quite understand. I can't remember if we cleared that up or not.
There's more news now on achievements. So we did go through as much as we know, but the new news on achievements is that they're going to look at giving you achievements for watching TV.
Hooray!
Of course they are. Because why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they give you achievements for watching TV?
Is that if you complete a box set of a show or something? Or,
I don't know.
Congratulations, you're dumb enough to put Jeremy Kyle on.
Need a job achievement.
I could see it happening. So, they've confirmed that your gamer score and your achievements are going to carry over, right?
Yes.
So, what's the point in carrying over your achievements if Xbox One games are Xbox 360 games are not compatible with Xbox One? Why would you still
on top?
Why would you still want those achievements on there?
Maybe you can have your profile coexistent on an old Xbox 360 because remember you've got Windows phones that use achievements as well.
That's true.
So there's a lot of things that might not tie in together, but you can still have one generic over the top profile.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So the way they're going to work then, they're going to work the same as they always have. There's going to be the same old achievements, but there's going to be enhanced achievements as well, and achievements that they can patch in at a later date, maybe for special events or just as they think them up, really, right?
Whatever they want to do with them now, basically.
So they've been completely cut free then, in that regard.
They're allowed to hoard them out now. Just do whatever.
Okay, cool. What else have we heard this week?
The reception's been pretty bad, hasn't it? To be honest.
A lot of polls coming out of it suggesting that people are disappointed with the reveal, but hey, we're leading up to E3. This is the whole point.
They really need to show. Yeah, they need to show more games. Well, hopefully they will. Show.
I know that of the people that doubt it now, 70% are going to change their mind when they've seen the games at E3. That's the truth, I think.
So they have quite a lot of exclusives. Do they have exclusives? 15 exclusives.
Yeah, I mean we'll address that in a bit because I'd like to have a crack at guessing what those exclusives are going to be. Right?
Okay.
7 of them are going to be new IPs. We know this, right? Which leaves us 8 to speculate on what they might be. So we'll have a crack at that and bring up a list of 8 in a bit, and then we'll see at E3 whether we're right on any of them, right?
Okay. So what news have we learned then of the Xbox? I know recently the guy said you haven't got all the information, so don't just assume things are going to happen.
Which is Major Nelson. Yeah, Major Nelson
Yeah.
was the first official to speak out after the event.
Which isn't really fair, because if you're having an event and that's all you gave people was this really vague answer about used games, of course they're going to try and figure out what you meant by the stuff that you have released.
Well,
and then just
I get the impression that they are still changing ideas, and they were sort of vague about things to sort of gauge interest, because I can't believe that they would, about some of these things they could have just come out with and said, no, this is wrong. The new Xbox will have it, but they haven't. And anything they've tried to confirm has been some big roundabout way. And you just think, well, is it or isn't it? That's what everyone wants to know. And it makes me even more concerned the fact that they're not saying 100% definite what it is, because it means it's what everybody's fearing.
I know earlier I read on Twitter, one of the guys, some news outlet was saying you can deactivate the Kinect 2, but I don't know.
So, see, it would have been nice for them to say that in an official capacity then,
because I know a lot of people have been scared that my Kinect's going to be on all the time, listening for me to say Xbox on, or the camera's always going to be on, watching you.
Well, that's not even the worst bit, right? The reason that people were worried about that is because Microsoft patented some technology where the Kinect could basically watch you when you didn't know it was watching you, to gather information about.
Yeah. Ooh, what's he doing at 3:00 in the morning?
No, seriously.
Watching TV.
So it could gather information about how many people watch the TV, what times they usually watch the TV, and stuff like that. And they haven't confirmed that obviously they haven't confirmed that that's going to be used. There's a good chance it never will get used.
All they've said is that just because it has been patented doesn't mean that they're going to use it, but it's a pretty strong suggestion that they will.
Yeah, I mean, but speculation about patents and stuff has been happening for a while. I mean, Sony recently patented some technology to combat used games, basically. But it turns out that it was actually to be used in Blu-ray players to combat pirated films.
Yeah.
So, and everyone was up in arms thinking, well, that's definitely the used game blocker for the PS4.
So was that what everyone on Twitter was tweeting about, no DRM PS4 and stuff like that?
Yeah, they're trying to make it so that the PlayStation doesn't do it, basically, through a Twitter campaign, which
I just hope Sony have seen, the big backlash of what Microsoft are experiencing.
The thing is, right, you can do that all you want, right, but they're just going to do whatever they want to do regardless.
Yeah.
And you're still going to buy it, yeah.
Yeah, no, the thing, it's so easy to do a Twitter campaign with hashtags and stuff, right? And then for one Sony rep just to tweet back saying, thank you everyone for showing your support for the brand, we're definitely taking it into consideration.
And that's all it was.
That's all it's going to be, yeah. It's just going to be that word, those few words. And those few words are going to make everyone think, oh, wow, they are looking at all this support that we're giving them and all this stuff that we're shouting. When really they're just going to do whatever they were going to do anyway.
Mm.
And
well, I just hope that they've seen what's happened to Microsoft and just are prepared to deal with that. People are not happy with all this, what Microsoft are planning.
Totally.
So as long as they're prepared to deal with that. Well, I mean, it will lose sales, I think.
Sony aren't stupid, right? They've seen this backlash, right? And they've got 4 months till they launch. So that's enough time to remove any technology that they had that was going to be doing the same as Microsoft was going to do. So I don't know. We'll see, man.
Little tingle went up my spine when you said 4 months.
You say Sony aren't stupid, but they're still sticking with their price point of Vita.
Yeah, but the thing is, the Vita itself, I don't think the Vita needs to be cheaper, man.
Not the Vita, the memory cards.
Oh, the memory cards and stuff, that was stupid, I'll admit, right?
But it still is. I mean, that's a big... I mean, I'm not sure what they're playing at with that, but I think the problem with the Xbox One reveal is that it's put Sony on a pedestal. And I sort of I'm guilty of it as well because I absolutely don't understand what Microsoft were playing at. Clearly not games. It was clearly all TV, but
It's the
I
market. It's the market that Microsoft are aiming at, though, right?
think
Clearly,
it's almost like any flaws that were in the PS4 have immediately been forgotten about.
yeah, no, but you've got a point because I'm trying to think now, and I can't remember really any flaws from the PlayStation event other than them not showing the box. So I think it
Well,
went.
there was that, and there was a big. I mean, a lot of people were a bit pissed off about the backwards. Well, I was about the backwards compatibility and the fact that if you wanted to still play your PS3 games, you'd need to have your PS3 console under your TV still.
The only thing that I don't like is the PSN stuff doesn't carry over.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
the same with the Xbox One, man. There's no reason why the PSN and Xbox Live stuff shouldn't carry over.
Because even the
All your
Vita can play your PSN games. You know, I don't understand what is going on with that.
That's what I mean. It's those sort of things that people have forgotten about. And it's
Right.
going to be interesting anyway when they both release properly.
Let's talk some more rumors then. So the used game thing, where if you bought a used game, you would have to pay a fee, right? And they haven't confirmed what that fee will be. There's rumors speculating that it could be full RRP. Like,
No,
you'd have to pay you'd have to basically buy the game if you wanted to use the software.
What?
Well,
Yeah,
then it would be
those rumors are circulating now. Obviously, at this stage, they are rumors, so don't believe them at this point. I think it's far more likely that you'll see $10 or $7.99 as an unlock fee.
Whatever the EA online pass was it like £10, wasn't it?
It was about $7.99, wasn't it?
I reckon that's going to be the price.
well, we've touched on this before, and I think that's the conclusion we came to. Is they wouldn't be able to. I don't think it would.
It's just pointless.
But
be
yeah,
worth
so
it, yeah.
those rumors are happening. There's also another rumor now where trade-ins are still going to work. Like, you'll still be able to trade your games in, but only at specific Microsoft authorized retailers who will have a device that you can put the disc in and it will remove the lock from it. So they can put that disc in and it will remove the lock, but they're going to be charged for doing it, right?
What?
You're going to get charged to remove the lock.
They're
going to
get charged for it, right? And some sources are saying that the price of that unlock charge could be as much as $50.
Hang on, I'm starting not to believe these rumors in the slightest.
Yeah, that seems a bit.
Because
doesn't make any sense.
Well, Microsoft have said, right? They've said that any cost incurred by this will be given to retailers, not to the public, right? But if they think for a fucking second that those retailers aren't going to push that cost onto the public, they don't know what they're talking about. Of course, that cost is going to get pushed onto the public.
What I'd like to see, aside from that, is a digital version. So if you're like, all right, I've finished this game now, and that's the problem with digital games. You pay 40 whatever it is, say 40 quid for the game. You finish it, and you're like, okay, now if you had the normal content, you could just go down to the store, trade it in. Online, you're stuck with it. So what would be nice is if they actually gave you a discount to relinquish that code, take it off your system, and then you can use that as credit to buy something else from the store. But I've not heard anything of it.
Yeah, we've been saying this for ages. Even in our spare time conversations, Johnny and I have been saying that Steam needs a system like that, and it's needed it for a while. But there's precedent for it because some ebook readers, right? If you buy a book on that, you can actually lend that book to a friend who has that ebook reader as well. What it does, it removes the book from your e-reader and installs it onto theirs, but only for 2 weeks. And then when that 2 weeks is up and they've obviously read the book or whatever, it gets deleted from their system and then reappears on yours. So, it's not like the technology to do things like that doesn't exist. It's just people don't want to do it.
Is it that people don't want to do it, or Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo just don't want to entertain the idea?
Well, same thing, really, isn't it, man?
Because I'd happily do that if I could have played Bioshock Infinite by now.
Totally. I mean,
for example,
I think it would stimulate would stimulate business on their online stores if they did a service like that, right? But at the same time, the way it works right now, people have to buy everything they play on there. So they're probably worried about people. Maybe they're worried that people that are spending a lot of money now aren't going to spend as much if they do bring in a service like that, if that makes sense.
I see where you're coming from, but if you have a game such as any RPG or say GTA, and I was like, oh, what's it like? Is it anything like GTA 4? Go try it for a week or so, and if you like it, buy it. After 2 weeks, you're not going to, GTA is a game which you play for more than 2 weeks in general.
All right, well,
right?
in that sense, like, the PlayStation 4's got you covered because you're going to be able to try every game on that. Like, so, like, you're not going to have to worry about it there, but in the long run, I still think that a digital trade-in system could work. Like, obviously, it will severely impact retailers. It might even kill game retail if it did happen, but
that was my next point. I was like, there's clearly, especially Microsoft or Activision anyway, they clearly do not want their product in retail because they all have this problem with the trading system. They can't get around it, and they want to introduce DRM, but that doesn't go down well. So surely making more incentive to buy the digital content, or which is actually more overpriced, the digital content. If they were more clever with the way they did that, then you wouldn't want to go into the store to buy it. You could have it there on your computer straight away.
The thing is, that's another one of my pet peeves, right? So they bang on all the time about retail. Oh, used games are killing the market and stuff, yeah. But they constantly pander to them with like exclusive content and stuff. Like, oh, pre-order only at GameStop and get this pre-order bonus, right? You can't do that and then claim that they're the ones killing your business. Like, you can't have it both ways. Either you need them to survive, right? And that's why you're giving them free content, or they're the big bad wolf and you want them to go away, but why are you still giving them exclusive content? It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Like, I think the industry's in a state of flux right now, where the people pulling the strings don't know what the fuck's going on. They've built up a system that, by all rights, shouldn't fucking work, but it does for some reason, and they're desperately trying to keep it the same way.
Yeah, the only thing I would say is I think they're too comfortable with the market. They know how it's been running for 20, 25, 30 years. They're happy. They're still, despite all their flaws with the retail, they obviously still make money from it, because retail made fuck all out of it. So yeah, I think it's just a case of that you've got these industries that are still run by people who are still living 20 years ago, 10 years ago. Things have moved on. The internet's a lot stronger than it was, and yet they're not utilising it. And yet you could still pick up FIFA 13 for a good, 45 quid? I mean, that's just ridiculous for a game which is now at the end of its, coming to the end of its life. Yeah. There's no, they don't bring in the discounts that the retailers did onto digital content. So that's my biggest bugbear.
Well, that again,
I think we've sort of gone off one here.
Yeah. All right. Well, one last thing then before we move on to guessing what these games are, because I definitely want to do that. Wait, who the fuck's setting the table in the background? Right.
It's not me. Cooking with Gianni doesn't have a second. Doesn't have a sequel.
Right. And the second thing is the Xbox One is not going to ship for the headset. So the Kinect will be your primary source of voice chat unless you buy yourself a headset.
So everyone in your house can hear what everyone else is saying as well.
Yep, so everyone can enjoy the hyper-racist banter on Call of Duty, man, unless you buy yourself a headset. I don't know why they're doing that. I mean, I know the Kinect can be used for voice chat, but everyone uses a headset with their 360. Their entire 360 user base will be using the headset that they got free with their 360.
But we can't really comment on it till we know what Sony are doing, I think. Because Sony, alright, that was the biggest downfall of PS3 is the online chat stuff. But I think Microsoft might be looking at it and going, we wasted a lot of money throwing in those headsets when we probably could have done without it and saved some cash.
Yeah,
that's not the right way of thinking in my view, because I always used it. I think everyone used it online, but they'll say, well, Sony seems to have been doing all right without it.
That's true. I think it's a case of, I mean, as far as I know, the Xbox One controller now has a battery pack built in, right? So you charge it on a cable, much like the PS3 and PS4 presumably controllers do. So they're not going to be able to sell play and charge kits anymore. So they need to supplement that with something else. So I guess the Xbox One headsets will then be sold at a premium to make up for those lost sales, I guess.
They got with the Slim 360 as well. They brought the technology in to have Bluetooth headsets, didn't they? So they probably want to put more effort into getting you to buy like a little Bluetooth in earpiece instead.
Don't they have a deal with who does the headsets?
Like Mad Catz ones?
No, it's the other ones.
Turtle
Beach. They don't have a deal with them now with the new Xbox to make Xbox exclusive headsets.
That would make sense.
Every November the market's going to be flooded with COD with COD headsets.
Turtle Beach headsets fly out the door now, don't they?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why then. Maybe because the precedent's there that like the Turtle Beach headset is the one to get. Even though by normal headphone standards, Turtle Beach headsets aren't that great, really. They're very popular for gamers and stuff, so maybe they're just like, well, we're going to have an official Xbox line of Turtle Beach headsets that you can buy. That's why you're not getting one free with the box. Either way, I'm fucking bored of talking about the Xbox One. We've bitched about it for a week now. Let's move on to something more positive for the Xbox One. There's 15 games that they've confirmed, right?
15 video games.
15 exclusives.
15 exclusives, yeah. 7 of them are going to be new IPs. 2 of them have already been announced.
Rise.
Yep.
And
Quantum Break.
Quantum Break with the girl in the ear. And 8 of them we can assume are going to be already existing series that are moving across to the Xbox One. So basically, I want to make a list now of 8 games that we think it's going to be, and then they'll be confirmed at E3, and we can see how many points we rack up.
Mass
Right.
Effect?
Well, firstly, you've got. We already know Forza 5. That's a launch title, so that's one of your 8 already down.
Forza 5 is number 1.
Mm-hmm.
So
What
would Mass Effect be?
I don't think Mass Effect will go back to being an exclusive, man. Not now that it's multi-platform.
Oh, Dragon Age. Was Dragon Age exclusive?
No, Dragon Age
was
as well.
Dragon. Fable.
So let's try. Here we go. Yeah. So yeah, Fable 4. There you go.
Halo, next one.
Halo 5, that's 3.
Gears of War.
Okay.
Gears of War, yeah.
We think there's going to be a new Gears of War, yeah. So that's 4.
I think it's going to be a Cole-focused one as well.
You reckon it'll be a Cold
Nice.
Train game? I'd buy it,
Yeah.
probably.
Nice.
Now I reckon it's going to be a lot smaller, like Connect Sports. That's going to be like a new...
Yeah, you reckon Connect Sports, yeah?
Yeah. The new, obviously, Connect
about
Sports
that one.
2.
Connect
Yeah.
Sports 2,
Hey.
so that's 5.
I made a
Oh, no,
list.
Connect Sports 3. whatever it is. Carry on, Jay?
I'm saying I made a list of 8, and I forgot about that one.
All right, give us your list of 8 then.
No, carry on, because I'm liking this. But shall I was talking about Crackdown earlier, so I can really now push on why I know. When you watch the conference back, when you watch their reveal back, and he's got the new dashboard in the background, you can see Crackdown Agility Orb on one of the tiles.
Really?
Yeah.
You eagle-eyed bastard. How did you spot that, man?
No, that's spending the day on the interwebs looking at things, isn't it? But yeah. So not only do I want it to be a reveal, I think it's likely, and I think that's something that's going to show us. Yeah, I think we'll see Crackdown 3.
Okay,
Nice.
awesome. Well, that could also lead into the fact that Xbox 360 games are going to be available digitally on the Xbox One, so that could be Crackdown or Crackdown 2, as a launch title on their store for full price Xbox 360 classics, I guess. Maybe.
But we want it to be Crackdown 3.
Yeah, we do.
You want to be. Yeah.
All right, so what are we up to? What have we got so far?
You should be on 6 right now.
All right, so we got 2 more.
I'll give you one,
Yep.
and then I'll tell you a game as well.
Yeah.
In September last year, Microsoft last September, they applied for the renewal of the trademark Killer Instinct
No, that ain't
Yeah.
gonna happen. Sure.
Yes, it is.
Nah,
Yes.
that won't happen.
It is. It's
You
gonna
reckon?
happen.
You reckon a new Killer Instinct?
Although they
Like-
do have Rare, don't they?
It was rare, and it started as a arcade game through Midway Games, ported over to the SNES, and it was last seen on the N64 with Killer Instinct Gold. But there had been talk up to 3 years ago, when Microsoft were taking over the trademark, about putting it on Xbox Live as a download. But now last year they've applied for the renewal of the trademark to make sure they keep it going, and I think we're going to see a brand new title from them.
I think I remember Killer Instinct being a lot better than it actually was. Right? I don't know that Killer Instinct was actually a good game. Like, thinking back on it, because when I was playing it, like, oh, it's fucking dinosaurs battering each other. Of course I liked it when I was a kid, but I don't know how well the actual game mechanics actually worked in that game.
Oh, the game was shocking.
So, how are they... Because even like the new Mortal Kombat game, it felt like Mortal Kombat. It still felt like one of those old Mortal Kombat games. Street Fighter 4 still felt like Street Fighter 2, right? But if Killer Instinct still feels like Killer Instinct, which is a bit shit,
It's in trouble.
then, yeah, it's not going to go down too well.
Do you think maybe it might just be they're going to release it as, say, an arcade game or like a HD remix sort of thing?
They wouldn't have needed to redo the trademark then if they were going to do that, would they?
Yeah, because they would have still owned all the previous rights, wouldn't they? I'm not sure how it works. I'm not really.
Well, they would have held the rights. They would have held the rights to the old games, right? But they would have needed to reissue a new trademark if they were going to make something new.
To do a new one with it.
But
I think you're going to see it 2 weeks' time. I think you're going to see Killer Instinct.
That's an interesting one.
I wouldn't put it past them. All right, we'll have Killer Instinct as number 7 then, which means we've got one space left open on our list. One space. What could it be?
I'm going to keep shush, and then once you've filled it, I'm going to talk about a couple of games that have been rumoured to be exclusive.
Okay, cool.
But I want to see if anything else comes up in case I've missed anything.
All right, sweet. Can either of you guys think of any more that we've missed here that could be there?
It's giving me more Kinect stuff.
You
Kinect
reckon
games that have been carried over.
more Kinect games, yeah?
Maybe like Kinect Motion Sports or whatever.
Oh man, maybe it's Carnival.
Carnival
maybe.
games. Oh, God.
I think we're thinking too big.
Do you think? You reckon
Yeah.
more Xbox Live stuff then, maybe?
More.
Like, what was that?
Honestly,
What was
the
that
Kinect-
game? Dishwasher? Dead Samurai
Yeah,
or whatever?
Dishwasher.
Maybe
Yeah.
a third in that? Because that was
Yeah.
quite big on Xbox Live.
Because it could be anything, couldn't it? Even though, like, we have 7 or 8 new, existing IPs carrying over exclusive. It could just be small games. It doesn't have to be like huge, massive.
I think that's a risky game, though. A risky game. Yeah, risky. Yeah. I think that's quite risky for them to just say something like that and then just say, oh, it's a bunch of Xbox Live games, Like, they got the rights to, I don't know, well, Best Bank is on PS3 now as well, but yeah, so something like that. I think that's a bit. I don't think that wouldn't go down very well, would it?
Well, nothing's gone down well so far, really.
Good point. They just call it Xbox disappointment.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of Xbox exclusive games, but
Well,
I was thinking Blue Dragon and Lost Odyssey, but I know for a fact that Mistwalker are only doing mobile games now, so there's no way it's going to be
What a
another
shame.
RPG from them.
What a shame.
Yeah, that is a shame actually. Those games were awesome.
Lost Odyssey was amazing, but I don't know. I would have said something again from Rare, but that's just me being hopeful. As I said, I would have gone with Banjo, a new Banjo game maybe, but that's more hope than anything else.
Do we get to throw out like crackpot I wish titles as well then, I guess? Maybe a new Blinks the Time Sweeper game. That would be awesome.
Oh yeah.
What?
Maybe a new Perfect Dark, but not shit like Perfect Dark Zero.
Time Splitters 4.
Time Splitters 4. That would be multi-platform if it happened, wouldn't it? Because don't Crytek own the rights to
Oh, it's
that now?
Crytek now, isn't it? Yeah. I was trying to think who bought them out.
So that would be multi-platform if it happened. I can't think of any other good Xbox exclusives, mainly because I didn't really play all that many Xbox exclusives.
There weren't
Because Sony have the better exclusives.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall I throw them out there then, yeah?
Go
Throw
for
them
it.
out.
Okay. There are two big names being thrown around that are rumoured to be exclusive. The first one I think is more likely, and that's Mirror's Edge 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's been flying around that might just appear on Xbox One.
I can see that.
Which, that could happen. The other one, which I'm not sure about, but would be a massive step for Xbox, would be Fallout 4.
Really?
No,
There's
Yeah.
no way that's not
No
coming to
way.
PC.
Yeah. Or PS. Well, maybe not PS.
Well,
Yeah.
hang on. I mean, yeah.
Bethesda
Or
did very
PS4
well on
then.
the PC. Like Skyrim was huge on the PC.
I can't see that
very
being
well.
exclusive at
Yeah,
all.
me either.
I mean, to be honest, it may be not coming to PS4, right? Because Bethesda, I don't know. The PS4 is supposed to be a lot easier to develop for than the PS3. So
Yeah, maybe it'll fix all
who
that
just
problem.
dropped?
Those
They were.
Skyrim issues, on PS3.
Oh, Gianni just dropped.
Of course he did. Because why wouldn't Gianni drop? It's always Gianni.
Imagine if he used all of his 3G data.
Is he there? Right.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Okay.
Cool. But yeah, maybe it'll be on the PS4. Yeah, I cannot see that being exclusive for Xbox. That'd be way too
Maybe
big.
not Fallout 4, but maybe a Fallout named game.
Well,
Yeah.
to be honest, I mean, it's happened before, right? Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, it was for the original Xbox.
Oh yeah,
I think-
know how good that was.
I think that was only on the original Xbox, and that game was fucking poo. But I don't know. Maybe you might see a spin-off being exclusive. Where's that rumor started from?
Oh, don't ask me questions. Oh,
That's such a weird one to throw out though. Like, Fallout might be exclusive. I'd love to know who started that rumor because
maybe I started it. Maybe
that would be an amazing upset if that was true and Fallout 4 was only for the Xbox One.
Would that sell Xbox Ones?
But
Yes.
it would sell an Xbox One to me.
Yep. I
be honest.
enjoyed Fallout 3
If
so much
if it
more than I
comes-
thought I ever could.
But I think if it comes to the Xbox, it will end up on PC. I can't imagine that
Yeah, that's true.
Microsoft wouldn't do that. But then again, I still say that's exclusive to Microsoft. So I don't
Maybe
really
they say
classify the
when
PC.
they might say console exclusives, and therefore they'd still be right.
That's true.
Yeah. All right. So they're just
But I mean, there was a big difference between the 360 and the PS3. That being the PS3 running the Cell processor, which made it harder to develop for. They're both running the same chipset this time. The Xbox One and the PS4, they're both running a chipset based on the x86 architecture. So
Same processor as
essentially,
well, isn't it?
yeah, pretty much the same processor as well, and
1.6.
the same
gigahertz,
the same
quad-core.
amount of RAM, even though it's different RAM. Like it should work essentially almost exactly the same. So it should be even easier than this gen to port things between the two. So I'd expect way more multi-platform releases than before. But I don't know. Thinking about it is like blowing my mind. Like if that happened, that would be such an upset, especially for me when I didn't want to buy an Xbox One.
Me
And
either.
I would have to buy one to play Fallout 4 because I love that series.
I don't want to see reasons to buy the Xbox One. You're right. I want to be able to know that I'm happy because that's it. I'm putting my pre-order down for the PS4. I'm done.
Yeah, me too. I think so.
But yeah.
I'm not counting them out.
No.
Yeah, sorry,
right,
Sony
yeah,
fanboys.
I'm going to wait till E3, but I still think
When I say
Well,
I
that's
want to
what-
see reasons not to buy it, that's more for my wallet than anything.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, so what was our list? I need to write it down because
Oh, I thought you were writing it down.
don't be
God.
silly. You act like I'm prepared for this.
All right, Forza
Oh.
5. Yeah, Forza 5.
Forza 5,
Crackdown
Pablo.
3.
Crackdown 3,
Gears of War.
Gears of War,
Mirror's Edge.
Mirror's Edge.
Fable 4.
Yep.
Halo 5.
Yep.
Connect Sports.
Yeah, Connect Sports,
And
whatever
then-
it'll be.
Possibly that Killer Instinct thing then.
Okay, sweet. So we've got that list going. Hopefully some of those get confirmed. Basically, we'll see how many we get right on the podcast after E3, man.
So we've got that as the
Yeah.
exclusivity. and then we'll also have our list of dream reveals and likely reveals.
Well,
That's going to be exciting.
The dream reveals are like crackpot ideas, basically. So if we get some of those right, they're worth 2 points. And the likely reveals are worth 1 point each, and we'll see who wins, man.
Hey, I'll tell you, if Space Cops, The Life of Times of Gareth Vicarian is real, then I'm in the wrong line of work.
That should be 10 points.
That should be
If that happens, then Jamie wins automatically.
just for that. Yeah.
There we go.
It's Space Cops.
Sweet. So something else happened this week.
What was that?
Curiosity ended.
Ah, did it?
Yeah, I downloaded that game the morning it was ending and started tapping away, hoping that I might win. I didn't, obviously, but. So what do we think?
Well, first of all, can we just go? How much did that game cost?
Nothing. It's free.
It's a free game. Okay,
Yep.
wicked. So it's a nice experiment.
But there was in-app purchases. You could
Right. Yeah.
you could buy a chisel to allow you to knock away more pixels. Basically, with the chisel, I think you could knock away 10 pixels with each tap, whereas just tapping normally, you'd knock away 1 pixel. And there was a stupidly expensive chisel, which allows you to knock away something like 10,000 pixels with 1 tap. But that was like £50,000 or something. I'm pretty sure no one bought it.
I'd
Yeah,
like to see the numbers.
Yeah. Me
So
too.
Peter Molyneux was in the middle.
Peter Molyneux's fucking ego was in the middle.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what was inside it. Jesus.
It's the only thing that can contain it. The
Oh.
Curiosity Cube.
But as
A couple
far
of
as
dirty tissues and a mirror and a love letter from it.
when he was, have you seen the video? Yeah, from inside the cube.
I've seen the
Yeah.
So when he was saying we couldn't just give you some money, I was thinking, why the fuck not?
Help out.
I would have just wanted some money, please. But what he's done is kind of cool. We just got to hope that this guy, this Brian from Edinburgh, is a pretty cool guy and not a douchebag when he's being a god to everybody and goddess.
Now explain this to me. I don't quite. I didn't have a lot of time to look up on Goddess.
Yeah,
but
I know that he shares
what
the
is-
profits in the new game, but he's actually in it.
No. So
Controls.
basically, he's going to be the god of goddess. Yeah, like he will be the god in that game. He'll be able to decide how the game works and stuff. Basically,
What?
how people interact and stuff. He is the god of that game, right? And he also gets to share in the profits of the game as well. So he gets royalties from every game sold, basically as if he worked for 22
Yeah.
games. But he's also going to have a hand in the actual design of the game as well. So he can decide basically how many microtransactions go into it and stuff. Obviously, the more microtransactions that sell, the more money he gets from it. So he's going to have a direct influence in that as well.
It sounds to me as if they've got a scapegoat already. Like they can't lose. If it does well, it went well. You know, he's helped the team really well. But if it tanks, they're just going to blame him.
Well, maybe,
say-
but I mean, Molyneux already said that these games that he's making are more like experiments, right?
Yeah.
So he's doing his little experiment things, and basically everyone's playing along. But wasn't Goddess a crowdfunded game?
Yes.
Yes.
So
yes, it
what
was.
would have happened, if that game didn't get funded? What would have been
That-
inside the cube then? Fucking nothing.
Disappointment. An Xbox One.
You would
A
have.
Kickstarter project.
Oh,
Another cube.
oh.
It never ends.
I think as far as prizes go, that prize was not bad, man.
Yeah, you don't see him complaining, do you?
Nothing was going to live up to the hype, right? Of like, I don't know. I'm guessing probably 1 million people were tapping away at one time on the last day.
Yeah.
I think they were averaging about sort of 500,000 people working on it. Everyone was thinking what's going to be in the middle. Everyone was speculating. I thought it was going to be money. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was going to be like a cash prize or something.
Oh yeah, I thought it'd be the money that people spent on it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. But
Nothing.
Could have been.
But the way it worked out is kind of cool. I mean, that's like the way you were saying, you know, it's life changing and stuff. Like he didn't specify that it would be your life that would be changed. He just said life-changing. And obviously, he's going to be changing the lives of everybody playing Goddess.
Yeah.
Plus, if Goddess does
man.
really well, then it will be life-changing because he'll have a lot of money in royalties coming to him. So
This guy Brian Henderson who won it, he downloaded Curiosity about an hour before he won.
You serious? Just like Ben.
Yeah, he's
just like me.
Surprised me.
He's never played any other Molyneux games, and he didn't even realise Goddess was on Kickstarter as well. So yeah,
But
it can happen. Look, Ben, the thing you tried, it can work.
them's the breaks, man. Like, I'm sure there'll be people complaining, oh, he doesn't deserve it and stuff. Of course he does. He played the game just like everyone
He
else.
deserves it as much as anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a game of chance, wasn't it? Yeah.
We never
I just-
knew how long it was going to take. We didn't know what day it would finish. It's not like he knew when it was going to end and quickly jumped in.
Well, Ben
Where's
did.
your final cube? I think the thing is though, you basically got a job of a lead head of development or something. So what it really is Peter Molyneux somehow managed to glorify a job, which probably isn't normally that glamorous, and I still don't think it'll be that glamorous.
No, I would say this, right? It would be incredibly hard to get a job at 22 Cans, right?
No,
That's
granted.
a small developer, right, working alongside one of the most prolific game developers in the world, man. That's an incredible prize if you want to go into game development. It doesn't really sound like this guy wanted to, but at the same time, it gives him... Basically, it could get him interested and it could get him involved in doing that. And it's also going to make him some money. So it's like it's a win-win. It's a good prize, man.
I think they're just going to sit him in a chair like Caesar and just give the thumbs up or the thumbs down.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just being a pessimist, but I can't believe they'll give so much free reign on a game. I have a feeling it'll be more
don't
like
think it'll be that
we even
free.
go do this or this.
You need to understand where he's coming from, though. Like, when he said he was doing experiments, he was totally right. Like, in Curiosity, that was totally an experiment, right? It was an experiment in what people are willing to pay, like with the whole 50 grand chisel, which I don't think anyone bought, but it was also an experiment on how long it would take everybody working together to get that. And there was always the chance that whoever won Curiosity would not have shared their prize, right? There's the option there. Like, he was sent an email saying, are you willing to share this with the world? He could have said no, and then nobody would have known what was inside it. It was completely an experiment. So I expect that to carry on in their next few games.
It just, I'm just a bit unsure where they're going with 22 Cans. It just seems they don't seem to have any blockbuster game coming out anytime soon. As you said, it's going to be all.
That's not what they're for, man. Molyneux's been there, man. He's been making blockbuster games like since fucking Magic Carpet. He's been cranking out like quality games, man. Black and White 2, Fable series. Like, he just
We
wanted
spoke about this last week though as well, didn't we? How he just got bored of being up and he wants to be back in there with his sleeves rolled up doing
exactly. And he wants to try something different. That guy's weird. Let's be honest. Molyneux is fucking weird. If he wants to do some crackpot experiments, let him do it.
Well,
I'm interested to see how it works out.
We have to be if you want to have a creative game. I mean, some of the best games have come from the most strangest ideas, but I just don't understand what's the point in doing all this. It was essentially field research if there's no ultimate goal. I mean, you've got all this data from Curiosity and other things, and they've got a few more projects coming up, but if there's nothing sort of, in say 10-year development plan, which will be like smack right in the middle of PS4 and Xbox One, then what are they doing? I don't quite get the vision.
Molyneux has more than enough money, man. He could live comfortably for the rest of his life if he wanted to. He's just choosing to spend it having some fun. Think of Batman didn't have to go out every night fucking fighting criminals, but he's a billionaire with a lot of free time, so fuck it.
You're comparing Peter Molyneux to Batman.
Yeah. I know.
What, does he have no parents?
God, his cock just grew another inch right now, wherever he is in the world.
Ben, are you trying to get a job on 22 Cans? Because I think
No,
we should send this to him.
I'm not trying to get a job with 22 Cans, but if by some random opportunity Molyneux is listening to this, you know where to reach me, Molyneux. Email address is in the description.
Why is your accent turned to like East London?
I don't know. Maybe they're based in East London. Maybe it'll
What
work.
are you on about? He's as Italian as you get.
Ben, they're based in Guildford, so you want a more posh accent.
Oh, okay. Email address is in the description below.
That's better.
If you plant the email address in the description, a link grows.
Don't offend him now. We've already planted the seeds.
That's it.
That's it.
Enough.
That's the running order done. Oh, I had fun, man.
That was good.
Johnny, you're eerily quiet. What?
Oh,
He's even there.
Hello.
Hello.
You bastards!
Sorry.
You left us.
No, I
You
didn't.
done pooping?
Sorry, guys.
Did you go? Did you leave?
No,
You make me sick, man.
I definitely didn't watch the new Sonic Lost Worlds debut trailer.
Did that just happen?
Oh my god.
Guys,
Right.
it looks
We're doing
really
this-
good.
We're doing this
Breaking
live
news.
whilst we're on
Breaking news.
podcast.
It looks like a bit like Mario Galaxy, but Sonic.
What?
That's what I said last week. That's exactly what
Yeah.
I said.
It looks good, guys. It
Sonic
looks
Lost
good.
Okay, we'll watch it now live
no.
before we finish
No.
this, and then you're going to need to put a link in the finished.
Yep, it's 1 minute and 21 seconds.
Finished.
So watch it now. Go on YouTube. Watch it
Yeah,
now.
I'm booting up as we speak.
I'm gonna
do this.
rewatch it.
I'm going to leave my
I-
volume up so that people can. No, I'm not.
No, turn it down.
I won't be able to watch it.
That's all right.
Right. We'll just explain it to you.
The enemies are like Saturday night bad guys. No, Saturday morning cartoon bad guys. Sorry.
That's fine.
That's cool.
Okay,
Look,
so
okay.
it opens with loads of big new monsters scaring the little.
From Space
Sonic-
Jam. Everybody get up. It's trying to jam. down.
Sonic saves Porky Pig.
Sonic Suit. There we go. Now it's Mario Galaxy.
Now it's Mario Galaxy.
Holy shit.
And then it goes 2D again.
Yeah,
Oh,
3D,
okay.
3D Mario Galaxy.
What? Alright. I'll be the first, like, initial impressions, I'm impressed. It looks
I
like
love the
Mario
colour.
Galaxy,
I
Yeah.
love the colour scheme.
but Mario Galaxy is good. I enjoyed
Yeah.
Mario Galaxy.
Sonic's got new moves. He can wall run.
He also looks more like the Fat Sonic as well.
He does, doesn't he?
They've shrunk him
Oh,
down a
good.
bit, definitely.
Good.
This is looking good. And this is Wii U, yeah?
This is Wii
This
U.
is, yeah, Wii U exclusive.
Well, I'm buying a Wii U.
Speaking of exclusives, I've just realised one game we've not actually spoken about at all. It's Folklore from PS3. Like, that was a launch title, wasn't it?
Did you play it, Gianni?
I've still got it. Yeah.
Alright, I didn't play it, and that's the reason I've never spoke about it.
You see, that surprised me. I thought you would have played it, but I mean, it was quite a nice sort of game. I mean,
Have you tried to derail this because you feel left out that you didn't watch the amazing Sonic trailer that we just watched?
Yeah, sure,
Well,
Johnny.
no.
It's good, man.
It's 'cause
No,
we're
there's
in
something
different-
else.
Guys,
We're
what do
going
you
to bring up
reckon?
Folklore as we finish.
Pro tip, Gianni. That Sonic game looks good. As soon as we finish, watch it.
I'll have to.
Imagine
maybe.
Mario Galaxy with Sonic, and you've just imagined that trailer, man.
Looks really good.
It does
That's
look
a-
impressive.
That's a must buy for me.
You must have forgotten. I didn't really like Mario Galaxy. I didn't get on with it.
And
Don't-
you hated Wind Waker. What's wrong with you?
Oh my!
Wind Waker sucks. Don't get me started on that.
No, we're not doing
Half a
that.
Zelda. Get
I'm
out
going
of
now.
We're not
No, I'm
doing
done. I'm done.
This is out. Is there anything you guys wanted to plug this week?
YouTube.
What?
Yeah, Johnny, what do you have coming up in the pipeline, mate?
I actually have a Borderlands 2 episode 2 on me. It's in me. It's on me, ready to go up.
Okay.
Uploaded. That's going up.
I've almost sorted Jaime out with a recording option. SNES games.
What's your
I'm
first
gonna
game
do
going
some
to be?
SNES. I don't know.
I'm not confirming or denying the legality of the way that we've acquired them, but Jaime is in possession of the entire SNES back catalogue.
Well, because Jamie owns the entire SNES back catalogue.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All you've had to do is help me with the recording options. I'm a SNES man.
So yeah, look for that coming soon.
Yeah.
I'll take requests
SNES
next
man.
week. Okay, I'll take requests.
I've been incredibly busy, but as of the end of this week, I am free to focus more time on editing content. So look for some actual videos, not just the podcast, being up on the channel in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. Nice. I like it.
Wait, did you say busy? or
Yeah,
lazy?
busy. No, really busy, man. I've got an exhibition coming up in June in Oxford. If you want to see it, there's going to be the game style concept art on display somewhere. I don't know the actual venue yet, but that's happening.
Look at this
I'm
shameless plug.
Just gonna plug it.
What is this?
You may have noticed that there's no questions again this week. That's because nobody likes to ask us fucking questions, even though we've got an official GSC Twitter account, which
You
Gianni...
could even ask, why am I here?
We'd ponder that for a good 10 minutes if you did ask it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You could, like, if you want to talk about Pop-Tarts or like Rihanna, we'll do it. It's fine.
Or Rihanna in a Pop-Tart.
Or Rihanna, or a Pop-Tart
Is a Pop-Tart.
flying out of the toaster and hitting her, and that's Chris Brown's excuse.
And that's the story of Nyan Cat, just with Rihanna's face.
Oh, God. I love how you pronounced it Nyan, not Nyan.
Yeah.
Sharp.
Nyan, nyan. Neon cat.
Neon Cat.
Oh,
I love you, Gianni.
You just
Okay, fuck it. We need to end this, man. It's going crazy. If you do want to ask us some questions, you can find me on Twitter at xwgxlauchi.
Nice.
You can find Jamie on Twitter at...
it's Jamie_Connolly.
Find Johnny on Twitter at...
Johnny_Des. That's JIYONI_DESU.
And you can reach Gianni at...
G5PAG. Although, as we just quickly mentioned, we do have our own Twitter account now. So which is GSC_games. So all questions onto there, we can answer them straight off.
Lovely, lovely.
If you want to leave us a comment, drop us a comment. We don't really get many. Even if you just want to tell us we're fucking dickheads, we'll
That's
accept
right.
it. So yeah, get in contact with us. We need questions to answer because we can't think of this ourselves.
Well, as you said, we can have questions, we can have ideas for topics, games you want us to talk about, past and new, or franchises if they've sort of gone down the pan or gotten better. So anything really we can work with.
New Gianni insults will be good.
Mm.
And deeply requested. New Gianni insults, please.
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Well, good roundup, guys. Good hustle. And we'll see everybody next week, I guess.
Cool. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
That was awkward.